Trojans ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Lacey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Rebels have this offense rolling.
29 Philly.
Looking for a crease. It's Ball. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, the ground game. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Hauls it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. With the catch, it's Tatum. Turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try to get outside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
If you want to test the physicality of the defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Making side adjustments here. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cunningham. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Rebels!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field, too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, he still got him on the turf.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On the move.
Gain of 2. First down for the offense.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They want to run it left here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Simmons. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Rebels will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's in open space downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Pulls it in, it's Tatum. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Using his legs, it's Lacey. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Simmons. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. Wide open spaces. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Tatum. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the timing just a hair off. Got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lane. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Plucks it out of the air, and out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Smashes through the tackle. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
Man, down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, USC. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. That's caught. It's Alexander. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Cunningham. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
First down for the offense.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. These corners going to give them some space. After run, now throw. The quick out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Towards the sideline.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
36.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just...
Wide open on the right. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
So first down will open up the final period. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Using his feet. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Trojans. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll try the outside to the left. Crosses to 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Hits the afterburners. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down. 10. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single back.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Finds his man. It's Alexander. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Caught close to the marker, it's Cunningham. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through. Minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.